Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm very excited to do because I'm going to be reviewing a newly launched brand by Gwen Stefani called Give. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Eve and I love all things beauty. If you like the full face of one brand reviews, I hope you enjoyed this video and consider subscribing to my channel. And without any further ado, let's get started. The newly launched brand by Gwen Stefani, it's called Give, spelled GXVE, launched on March 3rd on Sephora and on Give website. I personally shopped at Sephora. I have been a huge fan of Gwen Stefani for a very long time, probably from like my teen years when she was in the No Doubt. I admire her style, I admire her fashion, her makeup aesthetics, her hair, nails, everything. I've really enjoyed watching The Voice when she was one of the judges with Blake Shelton, which eventually turned into their like a romantic relationship, and I love them as a couple. Gwen Stefani is not stranger to beauty world or a makeup world or accessories. She does have her eyewear line. Also, she used to work as a makeup artist back in Anaheim in her younger days, so this is not an odd thing for her to start her own makeup beauty brand. I've really enjoyed using their website. I think it's really nicely built. The whole entire brand representation is there. It was really easy to navigate and use either from your phone or from your desktop. So originally they launched 4 eyeshadow quads. There are 2 different eyebrow pencils, 3 formulas for lipsticks, 2 different pencil eyeliners, and then the priming face oil. So I personally picked up most of the items that I'm going to be reviewing for you today. The price ranges from $21 for their waterproof eyeliners, and then the most expensive item is $48 for their facial priming oil. It is more in the 20-ish price range, and then the skincare item seem to be a little bit priced higher. The brand was inspired by Gwen Stefani's iconic looks, her doing her own makeup backstage. The brand stands for bold, clean color and designed sustainability. The brand says the formulas are bold and expressive with richly pigmented, stay true color payoff that won't fade. Also clean, 100% vegan, cruelty-free. The outer carton are 100% recyclable. As soon as I saw brand announce their launch, I was super excited. I picked up almost the entire collection. I skipped on the pencil eyeliners because I do not use that type of product too often in my daily routines or my makeup applications. And I also skipped on the priming oil. Going into warm season, this product would not be useful. Hey guys, I'm starting with the base ready to go, and all the products will be listed for you in the description box. So I am going to start with eyebrow products because I like to have my eyebrows nicely framed before I start doing any type of eye look. So I did pick up both of the eye pencils that were available. The first one is called Most Def Instant Definition Sculpting Brow Pencil. I picked up mine in the shade 2. It is double-sided products. Fully is on one side and then the pencil on the other side. It does have that wide angle and a chisel shape that says to help you fill and outline your brows with ease. So I'm gonna brush up my eyebrows first. I'm gonna try to outline this on the bottom first and try to fill it a little bit. Gwen posted something really cool on her Instagram, kind of like an evolution of her eyebrows, where she started and where she is right now. And it's pretty cool to see how trends change and her personal style changed. All right guys, so this was just a quick outline and fill in of the eyebrow. This looks pretty natural at the moment, just a little bit more defined, but very natural, no harsh lines. And this specific shade is number 2, so I feel like that gives me that natural effect for my complexion. It does have a little waxiness to it, so I think this is the type of pencil that is kind of like a more natural look. This pencil is available in 7 different shades. I feel like the texture itself of this pencil is a little bit too waxy for my liking. The second pencil in the collection is called Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, Hella on Point. I picked up mine in a shade 4. It is a double-sided pencil with a spoolie on one end and a thin, precise, more pointed pencil on the other side. I would like to go ahead and finish off this brow. So this shade is number 4, so it's a little bit deeper. And I'd like to go ahead and outline this portion, just finish off my brow and give it a little bit more depth and definition. This looks much better, more defined. I definitely do like this shade a little bit better on me. This formula is also really nice. I thought it was just really easy to apply. The size of the pencil is a good size. I don't think I needed it smaller or bigger. I think this is just like a perfect size that lets you do those hair strokes, fill in, outline. I think they really nailed it with this one. I'm gonna go ahead, finish off my second brow behind the camera. I'm gonna be right back with eyeshadow. I also went ahead and did this very simple contoured eye using just the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to show you on this eye what I did. First, I'm using this shade, the lightest shade in the palette, to set my lid. This shade, it just perfectly matches my overall skin tone. It's not brightening. Then I'm going to go into this shade next and just start building it up in my crease. It looks taupey in the palette. On my skin, it comes off more of like a gray tone. Then I'm gonna go into the next shade over right here. And I'm gonna try to build up this outer corner. On my lower lash, I'm gonna go with this lightest shade because I don't want this look to be like a nighttime smoky eye. I just kind of want it to be like this very diffused light veil. I don't want to make it like too dramatic. As you can see, I do have a wing on this side, so I'm gonna go into the deepest shade right here. This shade does have gold shimmer sparkles, and I'm just gonna use a very fine brush like this. I'm gonna pick up a little bit. All right, guys, this is the makeup look. What I ended up with. I'm gonna go ahead, finish off with mascara and lashes, and I'm gonna be right back. And let's get to my favorite portion of this video, and these are gonna be red lipsticks. So I picked up all 3 formulas, and you guys know that I'm a huge fan of red lips. I will put all the swatches here for you and the names of the products. The same shade, just 3 different formulas. Now I'm gonna start with Anaheim Shy formula. This is a bullet lipstick. Formula, it's really opaque, it's really easy to apply. This has a smell of a vanilla cookie. It smells delicious, and if I smile right away, nothing transfers onto my teeth. Now let's go ahead and apply the matte formula. This matte formula is very comfortable. It also applied really easily, just like the shiny, creamy formula. You need to apply a few layers to get that full pigment. However, it's super comfortable. It's not sticky, it doesn't feel drying, it didn't tag on lips when I was applying it. This was the formula that I was most interested in out of 3, and I'm not disappointed. I have removed the matte formula lipstick. It did stain my lips a little bit. The creamy one didn't. And now let's go ahead and try the last one, the liquid lipstick formula. I absolutely love this packaging. This lipstick has the same scent. This is what the liquid lipstick formula looks like. It's comfortable, yet if you purse your lips, it has a little bit of tag. It's not bad, but it's there. I do have a naturally wrinkly lips, and I don't think that right now it accentuates my texture. I would really like to see how this lipstick wears. I will be talking about it in my monthly roundup videos about this collection, so make sure you stay tuned for that. However, I do really love the color. I think this is just a perfect classic red color. It is comfortable on lips. It doesn't feel drying. I don't feel like it's tagging on skin. The formula was just so amazing to apply. I also had like a little smudge here, and it was really easy to correct. All right, guys, it's time for my final thoughts. I like to start with the eyebrow pencils. I really like the design of these. The gold with white, a really cool font that she selected. The whole entire aesthetic of the brand is so Gwen Stefani. As far as these 2 eyebrow pencils, pencils. I really like that they look different. I like that they're completely different packaging from each other. I have really liked that they have their own spoolie brushes. I also like that the caps are completely different sizes. This one is wider and this one is thinner. So have you been in those situations where you're trying to find the matching cap and they all look the same and nothing fits and it's just kind of frustrating? So I really like when the brands do that. If I was to recommend one to you today, I would recommend the thinner pencil. I thought that the formula was a little bit better, easier to apply, a little bit more pigmented, kind of gives you everything that you really need. You can outline with it, you can create thinner strokes. This formula was a little bit too waxy for my liking, but it also could be the shade that I selected because it was a little bit too natural also for my complexion. As far as the eyeshadow, I think that the packaging is pretty nice. When you open it up, you guys, if you do this, you can hear that this insert portion shakes and make a little bit of noise. So that kind of just gives you a little bit of like a cheapy feel. The packaging is plastic. I love that there is a mirror in the eyeshadow palettes because when you're working with it, you do want an up closer look. This square portion with the eyeshadow comes out completely. As you can see, it's completely removable. And I believe this is for just recyclable reasons. The packaging is pretty nice and sturdy. It's pretty tight, so it's a little bit difficult to open, but then we have a description of all the shades in the back. Generally, the quality, I think it's good. This is not the shade that I originally wanted. I wanted the one that was pink. That was my initial selection, but I shopped at Sephora, so that was the only thing that was basically available. That shade selection was sold out right away. When I got to Sephora website, I opted out for this one. It is a taupey scale here, but on my skin tone it looks gray. Cool tone eyeshadows are generally not my first choice, and this is kind of like an eyeshadow palette that meant for your everyday use, so I don't think I will generally be reaching out for this just because of a color. If I would get to pick that pink shade that I originally wanted, then I think that I would be reaching for that one more often. So but the formula itself, I think it's pretty nice. It blended out really nicely. You could build up the formula as well. I know that Gwen Stefani did collaboration with Urban Decay back in the days with her shadow formulas. She is pretty neutral to her eyes. She's more of like a bold lip, eyeliner. That's her signature look, and I definitely see that why she created quads of neutral shadows. I'm really excited what she's gonna come out next as far as the eyeshadows. I think the lipsticks are my favorite part of this launch. I really enjoyed all the formulas. She knew exactly what she was doing with these formulas. The packaging is pretty fun. I do love the smell for these lipsticks. They smell like cookies. Now that I've had this liquid lipsticks on my lips for a good 10 minutes, it actually dried out completely and it's no longer sticky. It feels really, really comfortable. I feel like I have nothing on my lips. I will, however, want to try and see how it wears throughout the day, how long wearing it is. It's going to be a big statement, but right now, this moment, it's one of the most comfortable liquid lipstick formulas. Generally, I think that this first initial launch makes sense. It's definitely her aesthetics. It's definitely her like signature items. I really would like to see more. Like there are some things that I like, there are some things that I would right away recommend to you guys. And there are some things that I would just say, okay, they're just okay items and you can probably skip on them. I know they just recently added March and it's kind of like a sweatsuit top and bottom, sweatshirts and sweatpants. Like I originally was interested in getting that cool red sweatshirt with the logo. However, they're $60 a piece, so that was a hard no for me. I think they are priced okay. They are in Sephora, they are in stores. I like to see more eyebrow products like tinted brow gels or even clear gel, maybe a brow pomade. I would love to see a liquid liner from her, maybe even like colorful ones. It was a little bit strange for me that she launched 3 different lipsticks in red color and there was no lip liner. Not that I needed them. I think that the formulas were fantastic and really easy to use. They were not messy. They're not runny. So I understand maybe that was their track of thought. Also, she wears a lot of nude lipsticks. So I really like to see the nude lipsticks and obviously complexion products. You guys know that I'm a huge complexion person. I know that her style, matte finish to natural skin finish, not so much glowy, but I would love to see a highlighter from her. I would love to see maybe a foundation foundation, concealers, things like that. All right, guys, this sums up my video today. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. I would like to hear in the comments below if you picked up anything from the collection or you were waiting for reviews. If you liked this video, give it a thumb up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.